Yeah, that's right. Another bright and early day on the road. Early, foggy early morning. Like how early? Well, let's see. Yeah, early. As always. But not always bad day. Today's actually kind of a good day. It's Got-Got's birthday. And I love Got-Got. Obviously. Beautiful water that I can't swim in. Windows loud. Whoa. A really good seal. Holy crap. That's pretty amazing. I didn't know Freightliners had such good seals on them. Today does get better though, because now I get to use the on a cable. They just tie themselves up because they suck. Can't hear anything through them, but it's another day. I always like these shows where you can hear somebody's thoughts. Yeah. It was a show called Scrubs. Yeah. That was a pretty good show. And what was that fella's name on there? Zach. Not Galifianakis. Zach Braff, I think. Not sure what this is, but sprayed out some neon stuff when I try to get a pink lemonade. Turned into Spider-Man. Oh. I guess after Wendy's tried to kill me by serving me, I don't know what that was. Like lime green, like old slime spray. Oh yeah. Hey, like these throwback junkers, the old JL Labs. It's funny, whenever I was working in that plant for like $9 an hour, this was as good as it gets. And these were like $9 at Walmart, or like $14.99 or something. And I bought pair after pair, and then they're always missing the little, but yeah, if you're wondering, that's confirmation that I did in fact leave both sets of Raycons Freedom Factory lanyard with all my keys. My backup key to the new truck, my only key that I have to the van, my only key that I have to the Dodge Caliber, my storage locker key, my garage keys, the spare key to the Camry, all that. And I'm just waiting to hear back from the hotel. It's so frustrating, and like I got to get with the times, right? Because there's different processes these days, and I just need to understand that. But what their process is, get this. So, if you leave something in a hotel room, and I say a hotel room, not my hotel room or that specific hotel room, because I guess there's a site that works for all of them. It's called ILeftMyStuff.com. The big exclamation point. First of all, I want to apologize for the low energy too. I don't feel well, and I'm assuming it's just all the traveling, and I hope I'm not getting sick or anything, but I just have to assume. Speaking of traveling, I am in the town of, actually, there's a water tower. I am in the town of Belpre, Ohio. Golden Eagles, assuming that's 13. Why is there... This would be the only town where somebody says some slick stuff to you, like, yeah, go get it off the water tower, punk. Or you could say, which one? There's two, side by side. Anyway, yeah, nice. And apparently I left the headlights on the whole time I was in there eating lunch. Anyway, focus, James. Back to the, I am an idiot and left my stuff in the hotel.com. Be a little catchier. You guys can use it, it's free. So I call the hotel. It's like 7 o'clock last night, right? Check out. I left there at 12:30. So we're talking a matter of hours. And depending on how fast they actually go and clean the rooms out, yeah, I feel like it should have been kind of fresh. And I wanted to call as soon as possible, obviously. So I explained the situation. And I'm like, this is what's in the room. I really, really need it. It's very important that I get it. And they're like, okay, well, you need to go to ILeftMyStuff.com. I'm like, okay, cool, but what if I don't want to do that? And they were like, well, you can also leave a message on this pre-recorded whatever we got, and they check it here and there. literally what she said. And I'm like, oh, cool. Cool. So I leave a message, and they're like, be as detailed as possible and make sure you're speaking clearly, because if they can't understand what you're saying. And I'm just, all I could keep thinking was, like, did I have good enough interactions with the people there, with the staff? Was my tip enough when I got the brisket? Because just between me and you, only tipped them $5 for them bringing brisket at like midnight. So I was like, they're just gonna be like, thanks for the Raycons, and throw the keys away. Anyway, I leave a long message, and then I leave another message because I'm like, what phone number did I give them? Because I have 2 different phones. And yeah, so still nothing. I called this morning. I was actually bogged down with doing that and didn't even tell got happy birthday on my way out the door. I had to text her like as soon as I left. I'm like, shoot. But I was literally on the phone with a hotel again, and the lady, oh, she's good. She spun me because I was like, hey, I've left several messages on this message board thing about leaving keys in the room. I just checked out and she's like, oh, okay, you want me to transfer you over and you can leave another message? No, of course I don't want to leave another message, but there's got to be another way. I said, can you get like a manager on the phone that I can actually speak to? I said, all I want is confirmation that you guys found the stuff, that somebody has it, and then I can pay to have it shipped, find a subscriber that lives in the area or something. And she was like, oh, let me see if there's a manager. This is what I mean by she was good at what she does. She put me on hold for a second. There's a little bit of background music. She comes back up. She's like, ooh, yeah, sorry. There's no manager available, but I can transfer you if you want to leave another message. Hey, enough complaining and all that. I do feel a little bit better getting a salad in me, as if eating is the problem. What I thought about today, it was on my mind because as weird as this sounds, I sometimes watch some of my own videos, and I was watching back at the video of me and Got talking about the past and talking about, you know, this or whatever. And I thought, how fun would it be for today's video for me to go back some of the... Anyway, as I was saying, when the iPhone shut off on me again, and I didn't realize it, but I was saying, how fun would it be to go back, play some of those old videos, and just see if I can get a laugh out of you guys at my corniness. But hey, you gotta crawl before you can walk, right? But yeah, let's watch some of these old corny videos of mine that help reinforce to me that this is my passion. Just the sheer number of years that I've been doing this, just being myself on here. And people, man, I've got videos on Facebook, like 50,000 views of just me being goofy, just seeing somebody on a pedal cart and making it funny, I guess. But let's watch some of those. I got a lot of driving to do still, but I'll play some of those, and then I'll pick back up and try to do a little bit of commentary on them. But love you guys. I hope you guys are having a better day than me and not leaving your stuff everywhere and having to go to I'mAnIdiot.com. Okay, so I'm scrolling through the latest Portsmouth Daily Times indictment, and I see a couple of names that stand out, and it's, oh my God, it's ridiculous. I think they're 2 people from Dayton. I'll put them up here right now, right here. Johnny John Smith the third, and I hope I say this right, Dealese Donnell Lamar Relaford. I like to imagine, I don't know the whole story, I don't know the people, I like to imagine they got arrested together, just because it's funny. And here's how I imagine it went down. Driver's license registration. We don't have one. Say what? We don't have one. Ain't neither of you got it? No, sir. What's your name, man? Driver. Johnny. John. Is it John or Johnny? I don't want to know what you go by. I need your name. I know. No, my name's Johnny John. Your name's Johnny John? Yes. Johnny John Smith. Johnny John Smith. You telling me your name's Johnny John Smith? Yes. The third. Oh, I'm sorry. What about you, passenger? Don't give me something crazy. Dealese? Deal what? Dealese, Donnell, Lamar, Rutherford. Get out of the car. Well, I guess I'm lucky not trying to get anybody a Thanksgiving or anniversary card, but I have to step over the Mr. Beastables or whatever. Gee whiz. That's what I'm talking about. It's either this or it's those cards for people who want somebody else to check out for them. All right, celebrate her birthday. We got wife, mom, funny, mom funny. Excuse me. Can you show me where we say we're married? She's fiance, but can't get married because can't afford insurance? You don't have... Oh, okay. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Johnny John Smith the third. I honestly, and I remember, I forgot until I just seen the credits that I put at the end of it, was like, no offense, Johnny John, aka Trey Dog. Cause I thought about it afterwards, cause it's like some people in my hometown, right? It was some like dope boys from Dayton that came to my hometown and got in some trouble, and I thought, man, it would suck if they seen this and got read about it for whatever reason. It's so funny to watch that back, to see how terrible the camera angles were. The lighting was awful. Yeah, whatever. I had to play like I was a passenger in the other seat, but yeah, I wasn't, either I didn't have the editing software just yet, or I wasn't good enough to put me, because I can do that now. I could be in both seats of a truck with the software that I have now. But this next one that I was talking about earlier, the gender reveal, I remember getting stung by Facebook for all things this like circus music, because I thought it was funny that I was like blowing up all these balloons. And looking back at it, like I taped off that room with plastic. I went and bought plastic and painter's tape. And looking back, it would have made a lot more sense if I put the plastic on the side that I was putting the balloons in. That way you could just see the plastic. It would have been a lot cleaner look. I didn't think of any of that stuff. I just wanted to get the camera out and push record on it and capture something. That's all I ever wanted to do. I bought this little pump so I could blow the balloons up, because the plan was, and I even like vlogged into Walmart buying all the balloons, but the plan was to blow up some ungodly amount. Like, you see how high I have the plastic in that video. I planned on getting it that high. And at the time, she still worked second shift, I believe it was. She didn't get home like 11, I think. It was pretty late. So I thought, I have all this time, I could fill that whole room up. And then I had a little balloon hanging out front and another camera sitting out there getting them angles, baby, but the lighting was horrible. You couldn't even tell if that it said boy or girl, but for her, you know, so when she come home that day, there was this balloon out there that said boy or girl. So to give her some sort of a hint of what she's walking into. I was running out of time, and she was probably 15 minutes from getting home, and I wanted to get more and more balloons, get the camera set up. So I called and ordered a pizza and was like, I don't want it delivered. Can you please just pick it up? Which she probably was like, what? But I had her go and get a pizza on the way home to buy me an extra 15 minutes or whatever. But And then when she walked in the door, that look on her face, and she knew Finley was a boy at that point. And, I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Tough Guy, man. It gets me emotional every time when I see that text that I put up there that says, "We love you, Finley, and can't wait to see you." It's just so much more special now knowing that I've spent 6 years with that little guy, and he's a huge part of my life. But at that point, like I say, we just pretty much found out what the gender was. So we were quite a ways from even having him, but that's another good one. There's a lot in there. I wish I had more time. Again, sorry for the low energy. It's probably been that way this entire video. But there was some scary points. On the way back today, I almost wrecked that semi. I picked the phone up right after. I'll put that clip right here. Wow. I just came the closest I've ever been to crashing this truck a minute ago. And I don't know. I guess I just clicked the camera on real quick to tell you guys about it. And the first thing that I thought of is spread it out, man. Don't be like me and make a 7-hour trip from Michigan to Ohio and then turn around and do a 6.5-hour trip in a semi truck. Especially, I've got a little over 20,000 pound load strapped in the back here, so it would have been really hard to recover. I barely recovered, man. God, if I would have went over. Anyway, I look forward to parking this thing and being done for the day and going through some of those old videos, because I thought about it. There's a video in there of the gender reveal of my little boy, because Gaga was nice enough to let me know the gender and surprise her with it. And so that's pretty cool, man. If it's the way I remember, I'm not gonna be able to play the music because I got stung on Facebook, so I know I get stung on here. And you can't pay that truck off like that, baby. Woo! I'm exhausted. Anyway, I'll see you guys here in a minute. We'll reminisce in some old videos. Don't be me. Take breaks. But yeah, I've got her card. I found a perfect birthday card. I've got her gift. I'm gonna see if the little one wants to try to bake a cake with me or something. I don't know. And I feel terrible that I'm so low energy on her birthday of all days, because I promised her, like, I'll do everything, cook, clean, bathe the baby, and I'll do it all. And I feel like crap. Maybe if I get home and settle down for a second, I'll feel better and I can do it for her, because I still want to. And probably just order food, honestly. For you guys that are wondering, she's 24 years old. And we're one more day into paying this truck off, baby. Woo! That wasn't good enough, was it? Day 15, baby. Woo!